Hello, I am Joe Auna, and I work for Bougainville Copper Limited. The following presentation has been produced to give you an appreciation of some of the aspects of the living and working environment that you, as new employees, are likely to experience during your employment with Bougainville Copper Limited. The title we have given the presentation is Bougainville Island, Place Belongs Sun Come Up, which locally means the place where the sun rises early. Let us now see the presentation.
Rowley, Carol and their daughter Carolyn are making their first trip to Papua New Guinea to work for Bougainville Copper Limited. Rowley is a maintenance foreman with over 10 years' experience on various mining sites in Australia. Bruce, who's single, is a diesel fitter and will be working in the pit maintenance workshop. Bougainville Copper Limited's company plane West Wind operates out of Townsville and Brisbane with regular direct flights to Kieta. Flying time to Kieta from Townsville is 2 3/4 hours. If seats are unavailable on the West Wind, new employees will travel on commercial flights through Port Moresby to Kieta. The first glimpse of Bougainville Island. Arrival on Bougainville on a typically hot and humid day. They're lucky. Doesn't look like it'll rain today. Staff from the personnel department will normally be your first contact upon arrival. They'll settle you into your new home and be part of your initial orientation to the island. Don't hesitate to seek their assistance upon arrival in helping you make the change to your new lifestyle a smooth and successful one. Carol and Carolyn decide to stand in the shade. As temperatures on Bougainville are high, you should ensure that you take adequate protection from the sun, especially for babies and children. The daily average temperature in Arawa is 30 degrees centigrade, and for Panguna it's 24 degrees centigrade. The rainfall is also high and regular. On the average, there are 19 to 25 wet days per month. Besides Panguna, Kieta and Arawa are probably the first place names which will become known to you. Arawa houses about 70% of the company's married workforce. The town of Panguna, which is about 56 kilometres from the airport, accommodates most of the company's single employees. Our 30-minute journey from the airport to Arawa takes us along the coast and through some of the oldest plantations on the island. Arawa, population about 12,500. Some of the types of company 3-bedroomed accommodation in Arawa. Town planning is open, with tropical vegetation forming the main boundaries between housing. As your household and personal effects take about 2 months to arrive from Australia, you should bring enough kitchen items, linen, crockery, etc. for your family's use. Carol and Rowley settle into their new home, while Bruce makes his way from Arawa to his accommodation at Panguna, approximately 29 kilometres away. The construction of the road from Arawa to Panguna was a major engineering feat because of the steep and unstable terrain. The road winds and climbs its way from Arawa to Panguna up some 1,000 metres high into the Crown Prince Range. Bougainville is 190 kilometres long with an average width of 60 kilometres. Most of the island is divided by the Crown Prince Range, which contributes to the high and regular rainfall throughout the year. The Panguna mine is presently 2 kilometres wide and 430 metres deep. 45 170-ton trucks move about 78 million tonnes of material per year. About half of this is ore. The mining and industrial complex at Panguna operates 24 hours per day throughout the year. The drive from Arawa to Panguna takes about 30 minutes. Bruce, our single man, will be accommodated in a multi-storey hostel-type dwelling. He'll have a single serviced room, but will share communal shower, toilet and laundry facilities. Some personnel may qualify for a single room with en-suite facilities. Both national and non-national employees live at Kawarong House.
That was a nice breakfast, wasn't it, eh?
Yep. How much time have you got before the bus comes?
Only about 5 minutes. I better make a move pretty soon, I think.
Joe's coming for me. We'll go down to the supermarket and I'll buy a few more things, but it was good of them to leave these.
Ah, good, right. Okay.
And then we're taking you to school, madam.
How about that, eh? New school.
Neighbour's coming in and she'll drive us down and we can meet the teacher and the new mates.
Make some new friends, eh? Okay. Look, I better go, eh? See you all later. See you later, boss.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
The company operates a bus service for its employees between Arawa and Panguna. There's no regular public transport system operating in the town.
Oh, good day, one talk. Morning. Morning. How you going this morning? Pretty good. Coming up. Number one.
In the tropics, the best way to feel more comfortable is to wear clothing of a lightweight material, preferably cotton. At the workplace, the company provides industrial clothing, and Bruce will later be issued with industrial shorts, open-neck shirt and safety boots. The mess at Panguna seats about 180, and over 400,000 meals are served here annually by professional kitchen staff. A good place to make new acquaintances. Bruce and Rowley's boss introduces them to their new work environment. Australian mail takes about a week to arrive on Bougainville. No mail today. Panguna is, in a true sense, a mining town. The resident population is about 3,500. The town, situated in a valley, has a post office, banking facilities, supermarket complex, travel service, tavern, coffee shop, and recreational facilities which include squash, tennis, cricket, football, and a swimming pool. The community church and the town cinema are two more services in the town.
I'm Mari, I'm your next door neighbour. I'm going down to the supermarket this morning to do some shopping. I was wondering if
Mari has also offered to take Carolyn to her first day at the Bovo Primary School, where she'll introduce her and Carol to the school's headmaster. Both the primary schools in Arawa and Panguna use the New South Wales primary curriculum. Preschools also operate in Arawa and Panguna, but there's a considerable waiting list. There's no secondary schooling for non-national children on Bougainville. However, a correspondence school provides education from year 7 to 12. Trained teachers supervise the work of the children.
What's another word we can use for this sign here? Oh, okay, so that's a half off 3/8. How do we do it? 2 8 16. 3 16. Everybody get anything straight?
The Arawa supermarket is the largest retail outlet on the island. The availability of many goods, and in particular fresh fruit and vegetables, depends on shipping schedules from Australia. Supplies of such produce in the supermarkets on the island are often inadequate to meet consumer demand, and at times fresh fruit and vegetables may not be available. The prices of foodstuffs and other merchandise in the supermarket are generally high, owing to the import taxes and freight costs. Other departments in the supermarket include clothing and footwear, fabrics, crockery, books and stationery, hardware, radio and hi-fi equipment. Unlike Panguna, Arawa is an open town and is subject to trading and business influences from other enterprises other than the mining operation. The town complex includes a news agency, pharmacy, banking facilities, community church, tavern and recreational facilities such as squash, tennis and golf. Its population of about 12,500 makes it one of the principal towns in Papua New Guinea. The Arawa General Hospital caters for the indigenous population, and the standard of medical services may not be as high as those you're used to in Australia. However, there is a private practice currently staffed by non-national doctors. In cases of urgent medical attention, and upon the recommendation of a doctor, BCL will arrange travel to the nearest specialist facility in Australia.
Oh, that sounds nice. You've got a lovely home. Thank you. Oh, this is the lounge room.
Oh yes, we're quite happy here. We've been here for about 9 years now. The other two children are boarding school in Australia and they're doing quite well, so we stay on. It's good. We like it.
I'm looking forward to when our stuff arrives and I can put up some curtains and get some little knickknacks around us and make it into a home.
Yes.
Like you have established
Yes,
here.
well, we're quite happy here and I like gardening and things like that, and there's a nursery down the road, so I'll be able to take you down there on a Wednesday morning. And
good,
and,
thank you. I noticed
all
there's a lot of different sort of housing.
Yes, yes.
Married accommodation is located at both Panguna and Arawa. The type of accommodation allocated depends on the seniority of the employee in the company. Houses, flats and duplex units are all electric, the 240-volt system, and are provided with basic furniture, which includes refrigerator, stove, washing machine, dryer or rotary clothesline, kitchen and lounge room settings. To provide a more comfortable living style in the tropical climate, the company has installed ceiling fans in the homes. Maintenance on the accommodation is carried out by the company. As in other developing nations, additional security precautions are required. Break and entering by vagrants in search of food and money is more prevalent than in an Australian community. This duplex has been fitted with window screens and deadlocks on the doors.
People coming to Papua New Guinea from Australia and other overseas countries need to realize that they're coming to a tropical environment and to an independent country where they'll be subject to the laws of Papua New Guinea and not to the customs and laws of the countries of origin. I think for some, that is a big shock. Some people still think that Papua New Guinea has the colonial flavor that is often portrayed in movies and television shows.
That's right, Joe. But it has also got to be understood that we're living in a remote mining-style township, where access to things we take for granted in Australia, like regular supply of newspapers, foodstuffs, radio, television, restaurants and shopping, are generally severely limited. Furthermore, because PNG is a newly independent and developing nation, the standard of community and civic services such as health, education, police and security will not always meet the standard that we are used to in Australia. People are coming to a developing country and perhaps by comparison have to rough it a little.
Well, maybe you have to rough it in some ways, Neil, but to a large extent the social idea is a good compensating factor.
The environment for water sports, for example, is absolutely ideal. Water skiing, scuba diving, or perhaps just lazing about on the beach with the kids. It's like anywhere, you make your own fun. But with a small community and diverse activities, the task of feeling at home and making new friends is made easy. There are lots of clubs like chess, bridge and amateur theatre, and sports like tennis, squash, football, cricket and basketball, to name a few. Golf is my favourite game. Most village people cultivate gardens and grow their own food. The local early morning markets at Arawa and Panguna offer another source of fresh fruit and vegetables. Although seasonal and climatic conditions affect availability, one can buy produce such as bananas, pineapples, pawpaw, coconuts, sweet potato, tomatoes, cabbage and a variety of green leaf vegetables. The Bougainvillians take pride in being the darkest skin race in the Pacific region. The village environment, with its subsistence farming, traditional customs and culture, forms a large part of the Bougainvillian lifestyle, a way of life they're determined to retain. While the lifestyle on Bougainville may not suit everyone, there's one inescapable thing that affects all who come to live here, the tropical beauty of the island. The rest is up to you.